Real Housewives of Potomac. Oh God, they're annoying. Excuse the look. It's given rough house, but that's fine. Listen. As usual, Potomac is just even more annoying than the week before. Let's just get straight into it. The first thing we see is Mia, Ashley, Gizelle, and Robyn. Oh God, they're so boring. We see them, they're going fabric shopping. Gizelle and Ashley are taking this clothing thing seriously. And they having a leisure line. And, yeah. So, of course, Ashley, she looks cute sometimes in her little clothes. Ashley, I hate her in shorts. But Ashley looked cute in her little dress. She was adorable. Now that little dress, that little Easter dress she had on going fabric shopping, that's what she would have had. That's what she should have had on going to Surrey County. It was cute. It was tasteful. It was, kind of dressy. It was cute. But she wore shorts up to her with her butt cheeks hanging out, going to see all Karen's people, and it's just giving them men's a free show. And I'm just like, Ashley, girl, she always gets it wrong. When she wore what she wore to the christening event with Wendy's sons, when she wore that with her boobs all out, and it's just like, Ashley, I don't understand. It's like she skips an episode or something. She gets it. The outfit she have on one episode was what she should have wore the week before. I don't know. I don't know. Where is Ashley's money going? All these years. It's been 8 years. Where does her money go? Whatever. So anyway, you can't say the kids because she just got them kids. So just a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, she was already on the show for 5 years before she had kids. So where was the money? Did you give it all to Michael, Ashley? Okay, so anyway, they're talking about that. Ashley doing her job. She brings up the mess. She brings up how the car ride up there was interesting with Wendy. And then she said that Wendy invited the girls minus Nneka to the Happy Eddie event. And she was just like, no. There was like, no, Nneka's on there. And they started making fun, talking about, oh, well, we know Ike is not going to be there and blah, blah, blah. I don't think Ike cares to be in the circle, in the group with the men or nothing. And that's fine. Let me see. Ashley also tells Mia that Karen was going off about her and her text, and Mia was just like, I'm not second fiddle and all that kind of stuff. With the text messages when Karen only invited Candiace, Wendy, Gizelle, and Ashley to Surrey County originally. Then she ended up inviting everybody because production told her. Anyway, so moving on from that, we see Nneka, and then we finally are reintroduced to the famous Lebe Onsu, okay? Lebe is Ike's cousin. Lebe is Wendy's ex-friend. The one who kind of had been in the midst of the whole drama between Nneka and Wendy. And, and we also meet Nneka's other friend named Sheikah. One thing I know is Sheikah. One thing that became clear to me in that moment is that Nneka is lazy. Because you having an unboxing event. She invited these girls over to her home to unpack when they got married, marriage gifts that they gave her, wedding gifts that they gave her. And they've been married 2 years. And she's just now unpacking it. Nneka, why are you even having a party? Why are you having a party and you ain't even got no oven? I get over there, ain't no ice. The water ain't running. The toilets ain't flushing. What are we doing? Nneka, you want somebody to unpack. You want movers. That's what you want. And you deciding to have a party. We're like, well, at least all this stuff unpacked. And you causing more mess for yourself because those ladies, they ain't doing nothing but unpacking your stuff, leaving your boxes and everything all over everywhere. All your items, all your gifts gonna be left out wherever. You're just gonna have more to do than all the food and drinks that's left over when they leave. I don't know. Nneka, you need somebody. You need a maid or something. You need somebody to come over there and help you. You got 3 nephews. Call them over there to come help you clean up the house. And girl, get you an oven. I'm not coming over if it ain't no food. There's no way. I don't care nothing about liquor. It's the food there first. We can worry about the liquor second. Nneka is a mess. And another thing about Nneka is that she was trying to set Wendy up as to why she personally wanted Wendy there. Because Lebe Ansu was going to be there. And also her sister was going to be there as well. So Wendy's smart. And Wendy, long story short, ended up not coming. Good for her. And didn't. And like I said, if the producers are not going to force Gizelle to make up with Candiace and Wendy, then Wendy can keep her beef with Nneka. I could care less. Carry it out, Professor Wendy. Because I'm tired of the double standards. I'm tired of the fact that these people can do one thing and these people can't. If you don't see the division and favoritism and stuff in this show, that just means you don't want to see it, period. What is Gizelle's storyline? What is the purpose of Gizelle being here? Tonight's episode definitely proved, even to Gizelle fans, that she is a nasty piece of work. She is the division on this show. All wrapped up in one person. Why she deserves to be here, just because of how she looks. That's why. Gizelle brings absolutely nothing to the table. Gizelle's not funny. Gizelle's don't have no business. Gizelle has nothing going on. She's not married. She's just the pretty lady in the treehouse in the woods. That sit and scheme and scam and eat Hansel and Gretel. She don't do nothing else. I'm sick of her. Oh, God. This episode, really, I was just like, Wendy's a good one. I would have put Gizelle out. You and me. Oh. So, anyway, let me see. We see Candiace and Chris. Candiace, she's working on her show, Hush. I just downloaded the All Black app. And so Hush is on there, so I'm gonna check Hush out and see how Candiace is doing. And Maddie, T.S. Madison, she's on the show too. So I'm gonna check that out. But anyway, she has to film for the show, so she's coming to the Happy Eddie event, but she won't be staying long. But Chris is gonna stay, and so I was just like, well, that's nice for him to come and support Happy Eddie and all the medicinal weed of it all. They talked, and Candiace asked, well, how do you feel about, what's that girl name? Forehead and ankles being there. Chris is just like, I'm going to speak, but I ain't going to say nothing to them. They ain't going to say nothing to me. And there you go. It's really all you can do. So we get to the Happy Eddie event. We find out that they're only rolling seasonings, food, because it hasn't been legalized fully yet. So it's just like, we're just going to roll that. So, Chris and Candiace, they come in and stuff, and then Candiace leaves out. We see Ashley come in, and she was just like, I'm just not going to acknowledge Chris. That man don't exist to me, and I had to say what I had to say. Nah, y'all don't have nothing for Chris. Or Candiace, since y'all got red last season, rightfully so. I don't understand you people that think that you could just do stuff to people and they just supposed to let it go. Or when you're a man and you're not supposed to approach a woman and say nothing. I don't understand that. I don't. If I'm not approaching somebody in a violent way, if I'm not trying to fight you, if we're just simply having a conversation as two adults, why can't I defend myself off something you started? Why are you even talking about me? I don't talk about you. I don't think about you. I don't understand that. I don't. My mama told me if somebody hits you, you hit them back. Period. Now, I don't. As an adult, we don't fight, darling. No. But I'm just saying, Anyway, Karen came in guns a-blazing for Mia. Karen had it out for Mia because of the text message. She was just like, so what are you trying to do in that text message? Mia was like, oh, because I'm not second string. Karen was like, you're not even first string. You wasn't even a first thought, not even first fiddle. Child, and she was just like, old dog, learn some new tricks. Mia talking to Karen. Karen talking to Mia said, you are the trick. I said, well, and there you go. One thing that I think went over people's heads, or they didn't really hear, was that Karen said, the repair that I'm trying to do in this group. Meaning that she's trying to mend everybody together and get everybody back and on speaking terms and all that. And it's sad that Karen is the only person out of all these ladies that's trying to do it. But the main person who is the division, who is the problem, is Gizelle. And Karen has let it go with Gizelle because Gizelle used the whole thing of, oh, it's my kids and my kids' safety and my safety. That's why I don't speak to Candiace. Okay, Gizelle. That's a crock of BS. A crock. But okay, Gizelle, fine. We'll give you that with Candiace. Why you don't talk to Wendy? What did Wendy do to you? So you still mad at Wendy for defending her husband when you came at her, 2-3 years ago? You still mad at her from that? Wendy haven't done nothing to you since she cut you out. Oh boy. So Gizelle ankles come in. It's Eddie's event, Wendy's husband event, and Wendy's event too. And Gizelle spoke to everybody except for Wendy. Walked right past Wendy and hugged Karen and Ashley and everybody else. I said, whew. Wendy's a blessed woman. She is. I don't know how they deal with somebody like Gizelle, Candiace, and Wendy. I really don't. That takes a lot of patience. That takes a lot of just ignoring stuff. And production is in their favor, clearly. I don't know how she did. I would have put her out if it was me. Let me see. They get to rolling and stuff. They're talking to each other, blah, blah, blah. The group. They brought Chris up there beside Happy Eddie, which is great because the ladies would have tried to start something with him. And Wendy made a speech at the end. She was just like, I'm happy to see and thankful to see everybody smile, at a Happy Eddie event. And it's just so happened to be a Happy Eddie event. I appreciate that. Gizelle, did I smile? Was it me? Did I smile? Ooh, child. Nneka pulled Wendy off to the side. She was just like, Wendy, I would love to have a one-on-one conversation with you if you're open to it. Wendy was just like, I appreciate you coming and stuff, but I need some time. And Nneka, she was just like, I'm confused. I was invited to this event and I came. And I thought that was her way of trying to extend the olive branch. And I'm trying to have a one-on-one conversation with her and blah, blah, blah. Wendy don't owe you anything, Nneka. She ain't got to be bothered with you, girl. You came in too strong. You came in wrong. You came in coming for that girl. And calling her mom a witch and all these things. Like, who's going to deal with somebody calling their mama a witch? Are you serious? Then you want to sit down and have a conversation? I don't know. So anyway, Mia made a comment about Eddie, talking about he's an attorney, but I've never seen Eddie like with a real job. I've never seen an attorney that don't have a real job. Something she said. Mia, you are the last person to talk about anybody's employment. The last person to talk about anybody's finances, ma'am. It's the delusion of y'all. The fact that y'all are so entitled that y'all think that y'all can even press y'all lips together to say anything. As broke as y'all ass is. Child, please. Gordon and Mia, they go out on the day dates because they ain't got no nanny, so they go on dates with the kids at school. They start to talk. They talked about Ashley, and Mia discussed when she went over Ashley's house and how she said that Ashley helped Michael with his back troubles or whatever. And Mia was just like, if you cheated on me and I was getting a divorce from you, I wouldn't be helping you with nothing. And she was like, do you think they're ever going to get a divorce? Gordon was like, no, I never thought Ashley was going to get a divorce from Michael. Why leave your sugar daddy? And Gordon is hoping the same fate would be for Mia. And they discussed that. Gordon basically was just like, look, we're going to come to some kind of settlement if it comes to that, but we're going to stay together. You ain't getting rid of me. Mia was just like, well, I don't think any amount of money is worth like your peace and your state of mind and what you've done. Gordon was like I said, either you leaving this relationship flat broke, or we're going to work out something that's mutually fair for both of us financially, and we going to stay together straight up. Well, we all know that's not the fate because Mia is now in a relationship with Gordon's nephew. I mean, he's not Gordon's nephew, but he looks like a young Gordon. He has a big personality. I'll say that. He did an interview with Carlos King on his channel. He's definitely going to be a character on the show for sure. She likes those men that look. Okay, so let me see. Nneka, she invites the girls to the unboxing event. Everybody came. Karen came. Everybody came except for Wendy. Wendy didn't come. Good for her once again. Kierna, Wendy's friend. I love her already. I cannot wait for her to tap Dorothy up. Ashley's friend. She always dressed cute. She looks cute, and she's just, I like her. Once again, Gizelle ignored Candiace. And let me see. Gizelle started on Karen. She was just like, oh, you look refreshed. Did you get like a tune-up or something? The Karen was just like, where are you going with this girl? What are you trying to say? She was like, no, you look good and blah, blah, blah. Asked about Mia. She was just like, child, me and Mia talk later, whatever. They started to play this game of like Never Have I Ever. I think the first one Ashley pulled out, or Gizelle, somebody pulled out the thing and read it and said, have you ever paid for the D? And Ashley was just like, Charrisse. And Ashley was like, I feel like Charrisse would pay for it over anybody and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Ashley, girl. So then after that, they pulled the question. And the question was, never have I ever screenshot my family's picture and saved it in my camera roll. And that was the whole thing when Robyn was talking to Mia. And she was discussing the fact that years ago when her and Karen was having a conversation, she saw a picture of herself, her parents, and her kids in Karen's phone. And so she was just wondering why that was. And Karen, she couldn't remember, or she was playing like she couldn't remember. She was just like, yeah, she has a folder of Robyn. I'm glad she admitted it. It's best to keep a folder of everybody. You never know when you got to pull out something. I got to get all my pictures and stuff arranged in categories, child. Listen, you got to keep up with the people. Especially on this show, child. You never know when somebody going to come at you with something. Child, please. You better keep receipts. So I don't blame them. Let's finish the end of that episode. Next week, Nneka and Wendy are going to talk, and that's going to be an interesting discussion. What else is happening next week? I can't really remember. I think Ashley and Mia is going to have a conversation. Yeah. We'll see what next week gives. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki, or this week, I should say. Mr. Chalaki on Google+. Follow me at Skinsworld on Instagram and Twitter. At Skinsworld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. Happy Black History Month. And I will see you guys later.